Okay, I'm going to talk to you about how to relate to difficult people at work. My name is Josephine Inoniega, and I'm the founder of Inoniega Therapy. The thing to understand is that these people that you perceive as being difficult probably don't know that they are being difficult. Because if you think about it, 80% of behavior is unconscious. So they may have automatic behaviors that you judge as being difficult. So pay attention to what they say and don't say, because a lot of our behaviors and a lot of our intentions are unconscious. We're not necessarily always consciously aware of them. Okay? If you want to relate to difficult people, you need to create and develop rapport. Rapport is a state of mutual trust and agreement. So in order to do this, you need to meet them in their map of the world and pace them and then lead them to a place where you can have mutual trust and agreement, to a place where they feel that they can trust you and they feel that they can open up to you. When this happens, you're able to relate to them. Talk to them in the way they will receive it. We all have our own maps of the world. We all have our own ways of interpreting the world and how we represent the world to ourselves. Some people are visual, in the sense that they like to create visual images. They like to use visual language when they're talking to you. Other people are auditory, where they like to hear how things sound. They like to listen to people. Other people are kinesthetic, where they're more in touch with their feelings. And then you have the auditory digital people, who are rational people. They like to understand things. They like things to make sense to them. So for visual people, use visual language when you're talking to them, because they'll respond to you much better. For auditory people, use auditory language, so sound-based language. Oh, do you hear what I'm saying, for example? Because that will make them respond to you much better. For kinesthetic people, use feelings-based language. Again, they will respond to you better. And for auditory digital people, they like to see both sides of the argument. They like things to make sense. Okay, so be mindful of what kind of person you're talking to. Listen to the kinds of words that they use and how they behave. Visual people tend to use visual language, so pay attention to that and respond in the same way. Auditory people like to use sound-based language. You can tell someone's auditory. They like to talk on the phone, for example. They like to listen. They like to listen to you so that they can, in some ways, repeat what you say back to you. They're very good at that. So use auditory-based language, use sound-based language. For example, do you hear what I mean? That's something they will respond to. For kinesthetic people, they like to be in touch with their feelings, so use feelings-based language. And for auditory digital people, use rational language. They're more likely to respond to you much, much better, and you feel as if you're on a level, and you feel as if you're making headway, and you feel as if you've built rapport with them. And you can take it from there and move forward. So remember, there's no such thing as a difficult person, only inflexible communicators. So if you want to relate to difficult people, you need to change the way in which you communicate to them. Learn to be more flexible in the way you communicate to get people on side.